In traditional psychotherapy, there's sort of, they talk about it as though there are three choices when there's an issue or a feeling that people are uncomfortable with. Okay? They can repress it, which means they put it away in that box. And then it's going to come out somewhere else, right? They can suppress it, which means it's there. They know that it's there, but they ain't going to let it out. Or they can express it. And there have been movements you can trace in the history of modern psychology, where, one of those was in favor, as the way to be. What none of those allow for is I don't know. I'm going to say this. I've never said it this way because getting wet, which is what you're talking about, just feeling it. Because what happens after you get wet is it moves on. Now, you don't move on, so that's probably not a great way to explain it. But it's just the flow. Like, if you're not trying to do anything with it, including express it or repress it or suppress it, like if it's just what's there, then it won't be there in a minute. See, that's the thing that we forget. Somebody said to me yesterday, well, if somebody's in pain, I want to do some hypnosis or do some NLP and get them out of pain, and then I'll talk to them about this. Well, the thing is, why are they in pain? They're in pain because they're in thought. They're in painful thought. Well, if you just sit with them for a little bit, that thought won't be there anymore. Thought doesn't hang out without us bringing it back up. And they'll be out of pain anyways. They'll just be back into the flow of thought. Now, they can still pay attention to the same thing, but they'll have different thinking about it. And because the direction of thought is towards health, the direction of the mind seems to be towards wellness, it will be more useful thought. It will be healthier thought. It will tend to be deeper thought. Not always. It doesn't always. It's not linear. And so that possibility suddenly exists to just be with somebody. Somebody on Supercoach, I told this story on the Academy this year, but somebody had a real problem with this after the first weekend. It triggered something. And he said to me quite angrily, look, you can talk to people about this all you want, but if somebody comes to me with a broken leg, I'm going to damn well mend their leg before I talk to them about mind, consciousness, and thought. And I said, if I knew how to mend a broken leg, so would I. I said, all I'm really saying is that as you start to understand this, you'll notice a lot less people have broken legs than you think. And that's the thing. We get so scared of other people's pain that we start to think it's something more than thought in the moment. And if it is something more than thought in the moment, we damn well better do something about it. But it's not. And if we see that that's all that's happening, because it's all that can happen, then we also know that the nature of thought is there'll be a new one along in a minute.